Imagine a 14th century scholar whose ideas would echo through sociology, economics, even historiography. This is the story of Ibn Khaldun, and why his Al-Muqaddimah still shapes how we understand civilizations. This is History Facts, and you are watching If the Past Could Watch. So Ibn Khaldun?
This guy.
He is not merely a historian, he is much more than that. He was a medieval Islamic scholar, and an economist and diplomat. He is also a pioneer of modern economics, the global economy under which we live today. Although Adam Smith is often called the father of modern economics, but Ibn Khaldun can be regarded as an early economist whose ideas anticipated many of the concepts that Smith would later formalize centuries afterward in Europe. But that's not the topic of this video. Rather, we'll talk about a term Ibn Khaldun introduced to the world of politics, Asabiyyah, or social cohesion. More on that in the video.
Formal introductions.
Remember, he was a 14th century scholar, so he lived during the medieval era. That era.
Yeah.
That means his life wasn't exactly Barbie like ours. He was born in what we now call modern-day Tunisia. Ibn Khaldun, brilliant, curious, came from an educated and respected Andalusian Arab family, but that stability didn't last long. The 14th century was no peaceful era. It was a time of plagues, political chaos, and collapsing empires. And yes, he lived through one of the deadliest events in human history, the Black Death. It swept through Tunis while he was still just a boy, taking with it thousands of lives, including both of his parents. Loss, instability, change. These weren't just concepts to him, they were his reality, and they would shape the way he saw the world forever. But things aren't gonna go right for him. In his adult life, he worked for many kings and emperors, even Christian ones, as a diplomat. No matter whom he worked for, sooner or later, everyone turned on him. Ibn Khaldun worked as a high official for at least 5 major rulers across North Africa and Andalusia, such as Sultan Abu Inan Faris of the Marinid dynasty and Abu Hamud II in the Zayyanid kingdom. At least 3 of them imprisoned, exiled, or sidelined him. You see, Ibn Khaldun was an interesting person. From time to time, he supported rebellious parties, not because he could gain something from it, but because he saw it as a natural part of how power works. If a rebellion was strong and seemed like it could bring stability, he thought it could be a good thing. He didn't view rebellions as chaos, but as a potential way for a stronger, more cohesive group to take charge when the old rulers were failing. Hope this introduction is enough to understand who he was.